Well, you guys, I know it's been a while, but back by popular demand, it's the last segment of our show, and we are talking all things animals, starting with a Cheeto-loving squirrel.
She'll go through zippers, tear through backpacks, strollers, climb into the stroller. Very dexterous.
Tried to jump on picnic tables, gets into strollers.
Snagging up snacks left and right.
We know him as Mr. Squirrel, but recently we've come to know that he is fondly known as Kevin. And Kevin is a girl squirrel. And she has a little chip on her right ear, and she's quite cheeky.
She's friendly. She won't bite you. Some of the parents were concerned that she was aggressive, and she's not aggressive. She just likes food. Isn't she sweet?
We try not to provoke Kevin. We just tell the children to look up at Kevin. But we don't touch with our hands ever.
Not aggressive. Every Friday we're here, and we feed the crows, and we feed this squirrel. I've been feeding squirrels my whole life, so, you know, it's just what I do. I'd rather contribute to her directly than have her going into the garbage can.
Has Kevin eaten your food before, the squirrel?
Yeah, and he jumped on the table, and he trying to food.
Probably shouldn't go feeding wild animals, especially junk. Probably shouldn't go feeding them junk either.
She probably doesn't want this. It's not a Cheeto. I battle with it. You know, I don't think it's a good idea to feed wildlife. But it's fun to have the opportunity to teach my grandchildren about animals and how to respect them. This is what she does. She's just checking to see if there's anything better.
Yeah, this is Kevin's home, and we need to be smarter about it rather than shoo Kevin away.
I mean, I'm a snack stealer too, so I think Kevin and I would get along just fine. Not to mention Cheeto Puffs, my favorite. And now we head to Iowa, where a local zoo wants you to meet its newest addition. As Lauren Donovan reports, a rare female eastern black rhino calf was born in early April.
Does that feel good?
When I first started working with them, I was absolutely surprised, and you just fall in love with them right away because they want to be with you all the time.
This is the only second time I've seen the little baby.
Look at her, oh my goodness.
Perky ears and prancing with joy.
And she's wagging her little tail.
1-month-old Kamara is curious about, well, everything. And that includes our camera tripod.
She loves to just climb on mom when mom is trying to sleep like a bad little toddler.
We were expecting to find a stoic and solitary horned beast, but what we got was more of a pokey puppy.
Do you want to come over? I've got some treats. Ayana.
After 17 long months,
So that's a prehensile lip.
Mama Ayana is glad to finally have a little girl to follow her around. This is her second birth in captivity.
We are so lucky to have 2 eastern black rhinos born here at Blank Park Zoo.
Jessie Lowry is Director of Conservation and Research at the Blank Park Zoo.
These animals will probably never go back into the wild because of the poaching crisis.
She says right now there's only about 800 black rhinos left in both captivity and in the wild.
These guys are ambassadors for their wild cousins,
2 to 3 of their cousins are killed every day for their horns made of keratin.
which is the same material that our hair and nails are made out of. But research shows that there's no medicinal value to keratin.
Despite it all, Lowry says the zoo is trying to inspire hope, and they're doing it through your dollar.
A portion of every dollar that we make here at the zoo goes to save rhinos in the wild.
Roughly $10,000 annually from the zoo goes to the International Rhino Foundation, which works in Africa, Indonesia, and India. Not only do they restore habitat,
They use dogs to find poachers, which is an amazing part of the story.
they also steer impoverished communities to other sources of income.
Local people in those places don't have a lot of other options. Conservation of animals is really about people.
And it's that connection she believes will keep the species alive.
I've got a little girl who just turned 5, and I want to make sure that these animals still exist when she is my age.
Well, I may have to take a trip to Iowa to meet that sweet baby. For now, though, I'm going to take a trip over to Felicia in the Weather Center to get one last check at that forecast. I know that was bad. That was bad.
At least she tried. I'll give you that one. At least she tried. So, and I know a lot of people, including Hunter, are going out on the lake today. So this site right now, it looks a little scary as we take a live look outside over Waco, but don't worry, they're going to clear up heading on into the afternoon, just like it has been the last few days. So 76 degrees right now at the moment, winds out of the south at about 13 miles per hour. And as we go through the next few days, high temperatures are going to be topping off around 90 degrees, including Memorial Day for tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy skies. And then we're tracking the storm possibilities coming back into the picture. That's going to happen on Tuesday. It's not going to be a washout for everyone, but we're tracking the possibility of it. High temperatures are not going to be budging anytime soon. We're looking at the upper 80s to the lower 90s over the next 5 days and even going on through the rest of your 10-day forecast. So we're looking at storm possibilities for Tuesday going on into Wednesday. And then we're looking at the potential for severe weather. If that does happen, we're keeping an eye on for this upcoming Thursday. But then after Thursday, we're looking at dry conditions once again with no rain chances. But unfortunately, it's still going to be very hot and humid. Highs will be in the lower 90s. Morning lows are going to be in the mid 70s, possibly maybe the upper 60s looking into Friday morning. But that's looking like the only bit of a cool down that we're kind of looking at. So it's coming up on summer here in Central Texas. I really don't even want to be thinking about putting 3 digits for the high temps just yet. So this is actually okay compared to what we're in store for the summer.
I know we all complain. We hate the cold, we hate the winter, and then the second those triple-digit temperatures get here, we're like, take us back to the winter.
Pretty much, that's how it's going to be. So, and I know that we had a very busy severe weather season for us here in Central Texas. So we took a lot of rain for this year, and now we're starting to see the ridge starting to build back in, which means drier conditions. So actually all the rain we got, we could use because we're in store for drier weather ahead, except for this upcoming week.
Well, and of course, before we go, we want to remind everyone it is Memorial Day. Be safe, but also remember the reason for the holiday, to thank all of those that paid the ultimate sacrifice. Thank y'all for watching. Have a good one.